I can't go down anymore. But like he say, when they ask him for the Germonta fight, they don't wanna get credit for that fight. It's the same for me. I don't need to take that fight because everybody's gonna say it's too small, it's too small, it's too small, and then, he need to enjoy his fight because like he say, if he beat Germonta, no, everybody's gonna say it's too small,
right?
And this and that. So it's the same thing. I respect Crawford. He's a good fighter, but we're not different.
So if Bud comes up to 168, you'd consider?
Yeah, why not?
But Tank is in his weight class for a reason.
For me, the most intriguing thing about this fight is, or one of the most intriguing things, I won't say the most intriguing thing, is that these narrative-based channels, who are they going to pull for? They don't like Canelo. They don't like Crawford. They consider both these guys cheats, especially with the whooping that Terrence Crawford put on Errol Spence. One of the excuses is Terrence Crawford's on PEDs. So before this fight can even take off, Terrence Crawford is going to have to rematch Errol Spence at 154. Errol Spence hasn't activated that yet, but his trainer, Derek James, says they're going to take the rematch. And then Canelo has to get past Jamel, which I think is going to beat the hell out of Jamel. That's just my opinion. I don't think this fight is going to be close like everybody think it is. I think Canelo's going to dominate Jamel Charlo. And if he doesn't, I'll give Jamel Charlo credit. But I don't see it going that way. And after that, he's supposed to fight Jermall Charlo. And then the third fight's up in the air. The third fight I would like to see, and I'm sticking to my guns, and I'm probably in the minority, because right now Terrence Crawford is pretty hot. I want Canelo Alvarez to face David Benavidez. He would get way more credit for beating David Benavidez than beating Terrence Crawford. Even though it's a lot more money fighting Terrence Crawford, but he will not get the credibility that he deserves. For Terrence Crawford, it's a win-win situation. He goes up to 168, and he happens to defeat Canelo, becomes three-time undisputed champion. It's legendary stuff. On Canelo's side, even though I give him 100% credit for beating Terrence Crawford because he beat an all-time great, I'm in the minority because some of these guys don't like Canelo, and they're fighting anything they can to use against him, and somehow they'll twist this victory over Terrence Crawford as a way to get at Canelo, saying he fought Terrence Crawford to get out of this fight with David Benavidez. So in my opinion, he needs to fight David Benavidez first where he fights Terrence Crawford. But money talks, and at this time, I don't know what's gonna happen. I would like to see Terrence Crawford fight Tim Tszyu and go in there with Jamel Charlo. But there's no guarantee Jamel Charlo is coming back down. More than likely, he's not coming back down to 154, and the belts are going to be scattered everywhere. So it's possible we can see a Canelo-Crawford fight in late 2024, early 2025. My point is, these are two all-time great fighters. Terrence Crawford is asking for this fight, and I think Terrence Crawford is a tremendous fighter. No one beats him at 147 and 154, but I'm using his logic. They have weight classes for a reason. And I agree with Coach Malachi when he says this. I don't think any welterweight out there can move up to 168 and beat Canelo Alvarez. But if there was one, it would be Terrence Bud Crawford. So my question to you is, would you give Canelo credit if he beats Terrence Crawford? Even though he's coming from 147, I would. Leave your thoughts in comments below. Jay Beasy, I'm gone.